Hello there, Sagittarius. I had to look at my list to remember where I was. Sorry about that. Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here with me. For those of you who are not already subscribed, I'm Michele, and I do like to speak for passionate women and feminine individuals, people who identify feminine. The masculine energy is always welcome here. Don't want to make it seem like you guys are not welcome. Of course you are, and I love your feedback. It means so much to me. We love you guys. All right, so if you resonated with the title of this video, then there's probably a message in here for you. So stick around and find out what it is. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to focus on purpose, prosperity, and love. So let's see what comes up in any of those arenas. Whoa, something wanted to be said. Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. I'm going to go ahead and take that. The Lovers was also there, so we'll keep that in mind as we're going ahead. The Lovers is about soul contracts in relationships to learn from each other, like big lifetime lessons that you learn from the deepest intimate connections that you have with somebody else. So we also have the Two of Cups, which is the earthly connection. It's like a balanced, healthy connection with another person. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. The celebration, it's multiple ladies having a good time, having fun with, I say like having fun with sisters and having fun with, having it's happy times. The Two and Three of Cups are happy times. Also though, in relationships, the Three of Cups can indicate someone having fun with a feminine individual without you. So let's see what other cards we have that come up to clarify. I'm going to give it a shuffle, and then I'm going to peek at the bottom of the deck and see what happens. See what to keep in mind for that. That's good. That's an auspicious sign. The Ten of Cups is an auspicious sign. That's the whole package. The pleasure, the happiness. One more shuffle, please. Okay. What else does Sagittarius need to know right now? High Priestess. High Priestess has been coming up a lot in readings lately. It's the number 2, just like we had the Two of Cups. It's the number 2 in the major arcana. It's about tuning into your intuition for knowing what's true. So if you're asking yourself, is this too good to be true? It's not. Your intuition's like, no, this is right. This is exactly the way it should be. This is what you've been hoping for. There's another 2. This is all about connections. But this one is like juggling multiple material things. Juggling it's like juggling work and love, juggling a couple of things. Yeah, having a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so I am getting the vibe that you're trying to connect with somebody, and oh my gosh, you know what? I'm really drawn to the pomegranates behind the High Priestess's head. There's 3 pomegranates here, and then we have the 3 cups right here, and like I'm feeling like the hooking up with friends versus the companionship with one person. There's like a pull there. Are your friends being supportive of your partnership? And is your partner being supportive of your friends, right? If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends, right? Well, which is more important to you? Maybe you don't have to decide, right? Maybe you don't have to decide. Maybe you could just be like, hey, y'all, if you love me, then you'll love me no matter what. All of y'all, you love me no matter what. I don't think your friends are going to give up on you just because you hooked up with some dude, right? This seems like a kind of a shallow reading to do, but I mean, people have to think about that stuff. It's important. If it's meaningful to you, then it's important, okay? Let's ask a specific question so we can get a specific answer. How can Sagittarius feel at peace with the situation that we have here? Companionship, longtime friends. Companionship, longtime friends. How can Sagittarius be at peace with this issue? There's Queen of Pentacles. Strength. One more. The Queen of Cups. So we have these energies of using feminine wiles, essentially. When you're trying to find a balance between those two things. Like, you want to hang out with your friends, you want to have a lot of time to, you know, collaborate creatively. If it's not just like hanging out with your girlfriends, it's also having time to be able to do your own thing, have your own space, have your own thing going on outside of your partnership, not having your whole life be about being a companion to someone. So think to yourself, what are the real material, tangible things that I can do to show my appreciation for my partner? How can I show up to this relationship in a meaningful way that's like it's efficient, right? It's doing, you're doing the work of love as a verb, because that's what you want to do, because it gives you pleasure to be in that connection. So talk to your partner and pay close attention to their love language. What you can do to demonstrate your care that is going to hit that nerve, that really makes them feel good. Words of praise, gifts, physical touch. What were the other ones? I can't remember, because those are the ones I like the best. Anyway, find out what strikes them, what is most, like, what really hits them, and really focus on that, right? Instead of just like, you know, if you want to be with me, you'll love whatever I have to give you. I don't think that you're doing that, but you don't want to come across that way, right? So find out what's most important to them and do that, right? And make sure that your friends, your non-romantic companions and friends understand how important this relationship is for you. If they don't like it, whatever, but they'll probably still be around later. So, you know, say, okay, so I can hang out with you, but, you know, not all the time. Just like, you know, a reasonable, like, I'm going to cut time aside for this, like, heart to heart time with my sisters. Or I'm going to, like, this is my time for doing my work that's meaningful to me. This is my time for connecting. This is my time for collaborating with others. And it's always protected. No matter what happens with my partner, this is the time that I have set aside to only do this, and there is no negotiating with it. That's what I do. And like you're setting your own personal boundaries. If you don't have boundaries around that with your new partner, your partner will never know, right? And they'll think that that's always, like, even if you start out that way from the beginning, they will think that that's just the way it is. It becomes a habit, and then before you know it, you don't even know who you are anymore, right? So make sure those boundaries are set. So here I am, starting to go a little bit deeper beyond friends or boyfriend, I don't know. This is going a little bit deeper into those long-term boundaries that have to happen in relationships. Showing our affection in the ways that are meaningful to our partner, and having boundaries around what we're doing outside of the partnership to make sure that we are balanced in our own identities. Okay? That's where I'm going to close out, Sagittarius. I will have your readings, your monthly reading, posted in the monthly February reading playlist within the next couple of days. Make sure you're subscribed if you love my vibe, if you want to find out what to expect for the month of February. Yours and Capricorns are the last ones that I'm going to be doing, because you just had your birthdays. Sorry. So watch out for those. Love you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. You guys have been so good to me. Thank you so much for being with me.